Hi, I'm Melissa from M Design Boutique. Tonight I'm going to show you how I cut a loaf of cold processed soap into soap bars. So the first thing I'll do is give you a glance at a batch of soap that I did a couple of nights ago, and I've already cut it into bars, which is what I'll be doing this evening, to this loaf of soap, which is oatmeal soap. And so let me get this one out of the way and we'll get started. Okay, cold processed soap is what I've been making in my shop. It's made with a process where you take fats and oils such as olive oil, cocoa butter, shea butter, whatever you want to use, and you mix that in with a lye solution, which the two of those things get together and cause a chemical reaction called saponification, which turns the oils into soap. So right here I have a batch of soap that you can see is cooking right now, which is a chemical reaction process. The two things, the superfatting with the fats and the lye, causes a chemical reaction that actually turns it into the soap, and that's what's happening here in my mold. So I've already unmolded this soap that I made last night, this oatmeal soap, and I'm going to be cutting it into large bars because oatmeal soap is one of the most popular soaps in my shop, and my oatmeal soap people want big bars of soap. So here we go. I have this little device that you don't need, but you can have if you so please. And this is going to give me a nice even measurement with every bar that I cut. I'm using a cutter, which is also can be used for baking and that kind of thing. And then there's crinkle cutters as well that you can use to make fancy wavy bars of soap, which I'll show you a couple later. And here we go. Today the oatmeal soap already has some nice texture to it, so I think it looks prettier with just straight cuts, no crinkle cutter, just the plain straight cuts. So here we go. First bar of oatmeal soap being cut. And there we have it. So that's a nice thick bath bar, and it has nice smooth surface. You can see the oatmeal in it. And that'll be available in M Design Boutique in a couple of weeks when it's done curing. The water will cure out of it. It'll be a nice, bubbly, soothing, sudsy bar of soap. So you just continue going through down the line. And when you have different colors, which I'll be doing another loaf soon, so you can see when you swirl colors together, how interesting each bar looks, how they each have their own personality because of the colors that you swirl into your soaps. But this is just a beautiful, kind of natural looking, pretty, basic oatmeal soap. The fragrance I used is Oatmeal Milk and Honey, which is a super popular fragrance for oatmeal soap, and it's kind of a basic, standard oatmeal soap fragrance. So anyway, I'll finish cutting that up later, but that gives you an idea of what it looks like to cut a loaf of soap into bars. And if you go hurry while supplies last, I'm clearing out the old bars of cold processed soap from 2012. And there's a deal at, there's a deal at facebook.com/mdesignboutique. If you comment on my wall, you can get 5 bars of cold processed soap for $15. And if you comment with your, with how to contact you, I can set up a listing for you or send you an invoice, $15 for 5 bars of cold processed soap. Here's a few examples of what I have in stock. This is cranberry latte. They all come shrink wrapped. This is sunflower and honeycomb. This is Asian amber, which is one of the real pretty swirled together bars. This is a lemon essential oil, very light fragrance. And this was actually made with real pale ale. So this is a peach pale ale, no, apricot pale ale soap. So all of those are available along with a lot of other great fragrances on my deal. And thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.